started. We'll start lying down. Closing your eyes if you like. Let your toes fall out to the sides. Palms face up. And relaxing the space between your eyes. Relax your jaw and your tongue. And moving down the body, relaxing each body part a little bit more every time you exhale. And taking a deep breath in through the nose if you can. And exhale, draw your belly button in. Exhale all the way out. Another deep inhale. And slow exhale. One more deep inhale. And slow exhale. And start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. And circling the wrists and the ankles. And gently move your head side to side. As you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, bring your feet together. Take a long stretch, reaching the fingertips, point the toes. And exhale to hug the knees into the chest. An option to rock side to side gently. And bringing your hands onto your knees, circle the knees in opposite directions. Bringing some movement into the hip joints. Making the circles as big as you can. And then circle in the opposite direction. Hugging the knees in. And release, bring the soles of the feet onto the mat. And bring your arms out to the sides. Then cross your arms, left arm over the right. Bring your hands onto the backs of your shoulder blades. And gently rock your upper body side to side. Doesn't have to be a big movement, just a little bit, side to side. And lift the elbows up a little bit higher so they're pointing towards your ceiling. And come back through center. Inhale, open the arms up. And exhale, cross the right arm over the left. And gently rock side to side again. And keep your elbows lifted. And inhale, bring the arms out to the sides. Lifting the feet off the mat, shins are parallel to the ground. Then drop your knees over to the right, gently twisting through your middle spine. Option to bend your elbows here, going to cactus arms. And on your next inhale, gently bring your knees back up through center. And then exhale to drop them to the other side. And trying your best to keep your shoulder blades down on the mat. And on your next inhale, bring the knees back up. And place the soles of the feet down onto the mat. Arms come long to your sides. Pushing through the heels, inhale, just take a little tiny bridge here. Keeping the backs of the shoulders, the backs of the ribs down on the mat. And on your next exhale, gently lower down. And bringing the soles of the feet together, let your knees fall out wide. And you can place your hands on your inner thighs, kind of adding more weight to your legs, increasing the stretch. Or you can bring your hands to your belly and your heart. Moving the feet further away if this is becoming too intense. And then using your hands, bring your knees back together. Soles of the feet on the mat and separate them about mat width apart. And then rock your knees side to side. Bringing them as close to the ground as you can on each side. Rocking onto the edges of your feet. Then coming back to neutral. Bringing your feet back underneath your knees. As you inhale, reaching the right leg up. And start to circle out your ankle in one direction. You can add a bend to your knee here if it feels better. And then circle in the opposite direction. And then point and flex the foot. And your choice here to keep the foot flexed, or you can point the toe. Straighten your leg a little bit more. And interlacing the fingers behind the leg. And gently start to draw in towards your chest. Relaxing your shoulders down to the mat. And take one more inhale. Exhale, bend your knee, crossing the ankle to the top of the left knee, coming to figure four. Option to stay here, pushing your right hand into your right thigh. Or interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and drawing the legs in, keeping your right foot flexed. And take one more inhale. As you exhale, release your left leg, bring the sole of the foot down on the mat. Then cross your right leg right over the left. Arms come out to the sides and drop the knees to the left. Taking another twist through the spine. If this is too much with the legs, you can uncross them and stack the knees again. And take one more inhale. Exhale to uncross your knees and bring them up through center. Placing the soles of the feet on the mat. You can lift up your hips, reset them, and place them back down. And taking the other side, inhale to lift up the left leg. And circling out the ankle. And take the opposite direction. And then point and flex. Option to point your toe or flex the foot. Straighten your leg a little bit more. Then interlacing the fingers the awkward way behind your leg and draw it in towards your chest. Reaching up through the heel or the toes. And relaxing the upper body down. And taking one more inhale. And exhale, bend the knee, coming to figure four. Left ankle to the top of your right knee. Option to stay here, pushing the left hand into the left thigh. Or interlace your fingers the awkward way behind your right thigh. And drawing the legs in towards your chest. And feeling a deep stretch in your left hip. You may feel it down your leg as well. Take one more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Bring the foot down on the mat, crossing the left leg right over the top of the right. Arms come out to the sides. And then drop the knees to the right side. Option again to uncross the knees. And take one more inhale. Exhale, gently bring your knees up. Uncross the legs. Reset your hips to neutral. And drawing the knees into the chest. Gently rock side to side. And eventually rolling to one side. And then making your way into tabletop. Knees are under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. As you inhale, looking up, drop your belly, tilt your pelvis for cow pose. And exhale, tuck the chin around the spine, cat pose. Draw the belly button in. Moving through a few more rounds, follow your own breath. Only moving as far as is comfortable in your spine. On your next inhale, coming to a neutral spine. And tucking the toes under and sit your hips back on your heels. Either keeping your hands down on the mat or bringing them on your thighs, sitting right up on your feet. And pushing strongly through the big toe. Option to bring your hands behind your back, interlacing the fingers. And dragging the hands down towards the ground, opening up through the chest and the shoulders. And from here, you can move the hands away from the tailbone if it feels okay in your body. Keeping the palms squeezing together. Another option, you can reach for opposite elbows behind your back. Whichever variation works for you and your body. And releasing the hands down to the tailbone. Release your grip or your elbows and bring your hands down onto the mat. Coming back to tabletop. Untuck your toes and tap your feet out a bit. And separating the knees wide, big toes touch. Send the hips back, come to child's pose. Resting your forehead down. Rounding through your spine. Reaching your tailbone closer to your heels. An option to rock your forehead side to side. As you inhale, lift the forehead up. Walk your fingertips to the right. Exhale, place your forehead back down. And stretching down your left side. Imagine you're pulling the left hip back a little bit more. And feel the stretch increase slightly. Inhale to lift your forehead. Walk the fingers to the other side. And exhale, place your forehead back down. And imagine drawing the right hip back this time. Inhale, lift the forehead up, coming back through center. And sliding the body forward, keeping the forearms on the mat. Making your way into Sphinx pose. So forearms are parallel, palms face down. Lying on your belly, and tuck the toes. Then pushing through the hands and the forearms, lift the chest up. Option to stack your shoulders over your elbows, or you can walk your hands out further in front of you. It might feel better in your lower back to walk your hands out. Keep pushing strongly through the arms, shoulders away from your ears. And stretching through the front of the body. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, lower your forehead down. Stack your hands and rest your forehead on the backs of your palms. Relaxing your legs, your heels fall out to the sides. And bringing the hands under the shoulders, push yourself back into child's pose. Knees can be wide or together here. Inhale to come to tabletop. And tucking your toes under, pushing through the hands, coming to downward dog. And start to walk your dog, bending one knee at a time. And pushing the opposite heel down towards the mat. And pushing through the thumb and first finger. Fingers are spread wide. And relaxing your head and your neck, maybe shaking it yes and no. And coming to stillness, push both heels down. And keeping your knees bent if it means your back is straight. And take a deep breath in. Then exhale to lower the knees down. And coming to a seated position. And sitting up nice and tall. And taking a few shoulder circles. Bring the shoulders forward and up. And back and down. And relaxing the shoulders down on your back. Dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. And gently circling the chin forward. And bringing the left ear to the left shoulder. Moving nice and slow. And circling back. Right ear to right shoulder. And to the other side. And one more time to each side, moving nice and slow. And then bringing your gaze through center down towards your feet. And using your fingertips, you can push your head back through neutral. Then gazing up, stretching through the throat and the front of your neck. And gently bring your gaze through center. And as you inhale, reach the arms up overhead, connect your palms. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart center. One more inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart center. And thank you for practicing with me this morning. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Thank you.